ducks, and welcome back to another Sharpie's World video. To be fair, not really a lot going on this weekend with the pond. It's just my general maintenance stuff. I've got a bit of preparation to do for me to go away in a few weeks. So I'm just going to do a quick update actually for those that have been wondering since I did my pond upgrade. So all the coping stones are actually now on. The only ones I've left is just where the box filter is. So the slabs have gone right up to there and then the other side. Now, you're probably wondering why I've still got it. I'm actually now going to keep it on for the summer. I thought extra filtration ain't going to harm anything through the summer. It'll definitely help. And then once the autumn comes, that's when I'm going to shut it down. But I'm also thinking now of getting putting a backy shower in. So I'm either going to do a homemade one, so checking you guys out and seeing how you've done the homemade ones, or I'm just going to go out and just go and get a proper one. But I think a backy shower in that corner will look pretty cool. I could have put it in the other corner, but I quite like the plant in there that hides all the pipe work. So I think just down there will be perfect. Ain't got to be a massive one. I've got the Nexus anyway. Just a nice small backy shower in that corner. I think that'll do well. Just to go in all over the media. So fish are doing all right. Loving life. You can't really see because of the reflection. I really need to get on these Polaroid things that some of you guys have. But you can see the bottom, just like the lights shining off it. So the clarity's been absolutely spot on. I am going to now also get a skimmer as well, because every single day I'm sick of netting all these little bloody plants out where the fish have been doing whatever they've been doing against the plants. My own fault for having plants, but I like plants in a pond, so it's a different story. But yeah, so I've been looking at skimmers, just getting a floating skimmer, not an in-wall one obviously. A floating skimmer which I'm going to keep this side of the pond so it draws everything to it, and then I'll probably use a feeding ring, or obviously turn it off during feeding times, but I think just getting a little bike in a tube or something just for a feeding ring, just for the fish to feed on. So the fish, like I say, have been absolutely spot on since we've upgraded the pond. They've loved it, swimming around, lively, bit of koi porn going off, which twisted koi will love. Some of them which weren't tame and hand feeding last summer, like my big ghost carp. You find me here now with mealworm, he's one of the first up. And the Magoi obviously. Oh, the Magoi, you would have seen once that's the one that jumped out the pond. Let me just see if I can get it on camera, because she's down there. If you can spot her through the water with the reflection. But she's healed up beautifully. She's the one that jumped out the vat, the temporary vat, the swimming pool. And she lost some scales at the side of her. She looked like 2 dints in the side of her belly. It's healed up absolutely beautiful. I've not had to sedate or anything. When I netted it to treat her, I just bowled her up, and I managed to do it while she was in the bowl without sedation. This fish as well, he's got really tame. Again, mealworm, he's up. Benny, I don't know the actual type of fish of that. I might have said before, and I think Twisted Koi did tell me the type of it, but I forgot already. I could go back and check. Does someone comment below what type of fish that Doitsu one is here, the orange and white one. It's a Benny something, hence why I called it Benny. But yeah, the ghost carp, suddenly now, I mean she's got massive as well. Look at the size of this fish. I lost Stumpy, I don't know if I've mentioned that before. Stumpy's gone. Stumpy's one that used to always sit in the corner, but it was a very deformed fish, wasn't right at all. It's just used to sit in that corner, and because it used to hang around these plants and stuff, I think it did injure itself. It had a wound that sort of got bigger and bigger. So that's the only fish I've really lost. So yeah, just a bit of general maintenance. I'm going to go and get it hoovered. One thing we've done with the upgrade, I thought I tried to slope it as much as possible down to my pumps, which are this end. But again, you can't really see. It's probably best to film this a bit later on actually, because the light's a lot better and you can see right down. But there must be a slight dip in the pond this side, because all the waste and the food, or need some food, accumulates down there. So I am hoovering it out every week. It's the only place it builds up. Everywhere else on the pond there's nothing on the floor at all. Again, you can't see, the bloody light is shit. It's pointless. Hello cat. It's pointless going around this side because That's a bit better. But yeah, there's nothing down there. It's just that bit. So I'm going to go and get the hoover out, and what I normally do while I'm cleaning the Nexus out and everything's off, turn the air stones off, turn that water feature off just so I can see properly. I get the hoover in, just get it all hoovered out, and it takes 5-10 minutes and it's done. But everything else, oh yeah, it's just then a few jobs are going to get done around the pond. All this is being done hopefully in the next 2 weeks, by the way. This has been like this for far too long now. So now I've got a bit more money together after sorting this out. We're going to get the stuff ordered this week, and my niece's other half is the one that's coming to lay it all for me. He's the one that did that. So we're going to get it all slabbed all down here, so that will finally be done. And then it's just the little jobs on the pond that need doing after I took the coping stones off when we upgraded. So in terms of just touching up underneath the coping stones, get it all cleaned up again. I've already siliconed down the side of the pergola posts. Get these tiles that came off when we took them off, get them back in, get all that chiselled out. So it's nothing major that needs doing, it's just little jobs that need doing before we actually go away in a few weeks' time. So, right, I'll go and get the hoover and that out, and we'll get the Nexus cleaned and crack on. Not a bad little hoover, to be honest, that. And the good thing about it, it does your water change for you as well. So I've dropped a bit of water, and I'm going to drop some more out yet anyway while I'm doing the Nexus cleans. So, and for those that are wondering as well, I've just found, because the little fish we got from Adam Byer, which we won at the koi show, I've not seen it since I put it in the pond. So I've just been moving some of these plants because that one's leaning a bit when I get that cut back, and I've just seen it shoot out, and it went down to the bottom, and the big fish come over to it and it legged it again. So I think it's come back up to where the plants are. So it must be living off like little insects and things like that, and the bugs and stuff, and probably bits of algae. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see. There, he's gone from down there anyway, so I'm sure he's gone back up to where the plants are. But at least he's alive. He still looks okay. Probably won't see him probably till next year properly, when he comes out the plants and swims with a bigger fish when he's brave enough. What I'm going to do as well, like I say, because while I've dropped the water, I'm just going to get these plants cut back a bit, so we'll trim that one. Not the easiest of things to do when you can't get to the back. Another reason I want the skimmer, because then all these leaves that do come off, I just get sucked straight into the skimmer. Right, that's everything cleaned, working again, filling up. Right. Does anyone know, with these carbon filters, how do you know when it suddenly stops working, like when you've used up all the carbon in there? What's the way of knowing? I'm tempted, the leaf on the camera, I'm tempted to get one of those 3-stage dechlorinator ones, because I've no way of knowing once that's used up and you've got to replace it. It's stupid. Plus, it takes jockeying ages because it's far too slow. You can see why I need a skimmer, can't you? Forever doing this. So I've cut a lot of the plants back today anyway. Tied some back up that were leaning over, so yeah, back a shower in there. What do you reckon, guys? Right, so next job, chisel that a little bit out, although I just realised I haven't got my time cutter, my brother-in-law's got it. Get all this chiseled out, and when I get my tile cutter back, although I've got the tiles somewhere, I just forgot where I put them like a numpty. Let's get rid of all that. I need the cement up here and adhesive and that. Knock any more tiles off. Right, so what I'm doing is put you down there. Got my little brush. Just giving it a touch up. I don't want it to look too black because these aren't that black. Just to just cover that top bit up a bit. We'll sort of packing it out a bit with a bit more adhesive or cement and maybe coping stones, but I don't know. Quite watered down. Dry, like really black. And these do need a bit of a jet wash, just where we've obviously been messing around with these when I did the upgrade. It's just got dirty and stuff, so I could do giving them a jet wash. I'm using the hose pipe and fill the pond up, but I probably did it the wrong way around. Go on, comment below. You've done it the wrong way around, Sharpie. To be fair, them tiles I may as well wait because we're having the slabs done around here. If I need to put any tiles across the bottom of the wall against the new slabs, I can do them all at the same time. So I may as well leave them for now and then just wait until these are done, and if I need to do them all at the same time I can. That's probably the best way to do it. Right, so I've come all the way across there. I thought because this is being done soon, I best give this a bit of a dig over because all the weeds have come back up again. So I was going to give that a bit of a dig over, get these weeds up, because then when the guy comes to do it, he can just get the membrane straight down and with no weeds underneath it and get the slabs on. So I'll give that a quick go now. Right guys, so for those that remember the Adam Byer fry that we got from the koi show, here he is. He's isolated at the minute. This is a salt bath in there with some bacterial treatment because the poor little bugger, all his scales are protruded, and underneath him, underneath his chin, it's completely red. There's no cuts or anything like that, but look at that, you can just see on there, it's all red around his gills, so get the treatment going on. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to isolate him. I've got a fish tank I'm about to set up, and I'm going to go and put him in there for a bit. It'll be easy to treat in there and see if we can get him back to health. Poor little bugger. Yeah, so we're just having a bit of a salt bath. We'll see how we get on with that. It's in there for about half an hour, and we'll get the fish tank set up. Right, so I've just set the tank up in here. He's got light, which is on a timer, so it is going to go off at night time. Put some stuff for him to hide in. He's just gone into this corner. He's got air stones. It's not the best of fish tanks, but because we're going away soon as well, if he is going to pass away, I don't want him to pass away in the pond while I'm not here to fish him out and decompose him there, so I'd rather him come up here. I think he's gone down there because the water current which comes out is quite strong, and I've turned it down to the lowest it can go to. I mean, I used to use this from a fry when I was growing goldfish fry, and it was fine for them little buggers, and they grew pretty well. So I think, yeah, he's just going down there out of the way of the current really. But I'll put a pipe in if he wants to go and hide, and he's got other fish tank stuff which he had for the fry. So you can probably see now, if we can see through the glass a bit better, try and just zoom in a little bit, because you can see how much infection. Now there's no cut. I've had a good look at him, there is no cut. He's obviously gone really red in terms of stress, and it's definitely a bacterial infection. It's very close to his gill, so there's not a lot even I can spray it with, but all I can do is keep an eye on him. He's had his salt bath. I can actually salt this as well, so we can so that might help out. Put some macroflavine in. Well, yeah, a bit of a shame really. I know we had him for free and he's only a tiny little fry, but you don't want to lose any fish, do you? But what I think he's done, because he's obviously been hiding from the big fish when we first put him in. I mean, this is the first time I've seen him in weeks since the bloody BKKS koi show. But because all my plants are on bricks and he's been hiding around there, and I don't know if he's, if he's injured himself on the bricks or when he's been trying to get away from the big fish. But obviously because we've not seen him, I've not really noticed it. I saw him swimming around today and I noticed his scales are all protruded. I thought, right, I need to get this little bugger out. So yeah. All we can do is just keep an eye, can't we, buddy? Keep your data as normal, guys. Yeah, puss. Hello, Bush. I know, I'm bothering you, I'm enjoying you clean, I'm sorry. What a little horse white. Right, let's get all this clean back up there. And there we go. All down there done. I think what I'm going to do is just get some masonry paint and just do the whole bit of wall there. Now you're not going to see it, anyone around here, but at least it will just tidy it up, look alright. Don't know if you can hear, I've got Vindaloo going in the background. The England ladies football final tonight, guys. So come on, England!